Welcome back to the METALBIRB Awards 2023, and it is the final video. Honestly, thank God. These videos are actually a lot of work, but this one's actually a little bit easier because it's only the top 10 best albums of the year. I really feel like 2023 was focused around singles and EPs, but don't get me wrong, the albums that we got, I think, are some of the best albums that we've gotten in the past decade in metal. I seriously love the direction that metal's been going. It's been getting heavier, it's been getting sexier, it's also been getting more progressive. Honestly, 2023 was stacked, and here's just the top 10 best albums that I heard in 2023. So enjoy. Number 10 goes to the legends of the scene. This band has been around for more than like 2 decades, and this album is a long time coming, and it's finally out, and it's so sick. This is basically one of the best albums for riffage. Really good vocals, really catchy, and really heavy too, and it's kind of overlooked. That's another thing. For a band that is just so popular in the scene, it's funny how not a lot of people are talking about this record, even though it's really, really good, and I think it's just because this year was stacked with good music. But my number 10 goes to Veil and Maya, Mother. Number 9 is a bit of a surprise for me because I really do enjoy these guys, but I really got acquainted with them this past year. So I love the dudes behind the band, but I also find that this album is a step in a right direction as well. So many bands just stepping in the right direction. Are you stepping in the right direction? You are, because you're watching the METALBIRB channel. Anyway, to stay focused, this album goes into more metal wave, like just metal music in general. It's not really a metal album per se, but with their previous records that were more noise rock and avant-garde, they're going into a more darker, just metally industrial sounding record. I think it's a smart choice. I really enjoy the variety on this album. I enjoy the atmosphere and the mood that this album creates. It's a little bit of a different album in this list. I'm going to shut up, but my number 9 goes to Health, Rat Wars. Number 8 goes to another album where the band are legends to the scene, yet it's not getting talked about as much as it should. And again, it's because this year was stacked, but this record is for the prog nerds, but also for metalcore fans too, because this album has them going at their heaviest in a long time. Some of the best vocal performances I've heard all year are on this record. Some of the most beautiful melodies that I pretty much heard in my dreams are found on this record too. Just an awesome, gent, progressive, beautiful sounding record, and it goes to Tesseract, War of Being. Number 7 is the biggest surprise on this record, and I feel like a broken record by talking about, ooh, I'm so surprised, but this album really caught me off guard because it's going to catch you off guard too, because speaking of overlooked, this album is easily the most overlooked record of the year, but it's not really metal. He started off as like a metal guitarist, but really this album is like lo-fi progressive rock. It's very different than anything else that I've heard all year. It's different than anything else in music, really. It's ambient vocals with some lo-fi beats, but really intricate 8-string guitar playing. Beautiful, beautiful record from the one and only Jakub Zytecki. Remind me, I'm totally screwing up his name. Number 6 is to a metalcore band that is trying different things with this record, and I really feel like they achieved a lot with this record, even though it's not my favorite that these guys have done, but it's still really good. They are getting a little bit more sexy with their sound, but they're also getting more thal sounding. They're really experimenting with clean vocals and just trying new things. I really do enjoy what these guys are doing, and I feel like they are going to continue to master this sound on future releases. But right now, 6th place goes to Silent Planet Super Bloom. Number 5 is another surprise this year. Sound like a real broken record. That just take it back to Walmart, because this record, Walmart sucks. No, Costco. Costco's pretty good with their return policy. Holy, stay focused. So this record is basically the band getting heavy again. It's been a long time since these guys have been heavy. Like, their last record was more like lo-fi, chill, basically didn't have a lot of unclean vocals, where this record is all about the unclean vocals and all about the breakdowns, but the riffage is insane. Just like Veil of Maya, this is one of the records with the best riffage that I've heard all year. It's basically Polyphia gone metal. But my number 5 goes to Unprocessed and everything in between. Number 4 holds a special place in my heart because me and this band, we're buddies, okay? And that's because I checked out one of their songs which absolutely floored me, and it inspired them to write a new record because the reception that they got from that single just floored them that this record is finally here and it is so good. This is a DIY project with so much precision. It's so articulated in so many ways from so many different instruments. Every member here has went to Berkeley, so they're all really intelligent, but they don't sacrifice technical musician wizardry for good songwriting. Really good songs for casual listeners, but it's also an insane record for the prog nerds. So you gotta check out Aviations Luminaria. Okay, number 3 is the biggest surprise on this list, and I know I sound like a broken record, okay, but this is legit the biggest surprise for me because I've been critical about this band in the past many times. I've always felt like they haven't unlocked their true potential. Fortunately, I truly believe they have unlocked it with this record, and same with thousands upon thousands of other fans that absolutely love this record. This is truly the metalcore album of the year. If you are a metalcore listener and you have not checked out this record yet, then you have to listen to it. It has variety, which I needed from this band, but also tight songwriting, but still has that technical awesomeness and just a lot of emotions conveyed through vocals that have improved significantly. This album is a step in the right direction for the band, and I can't wait for future releases from them. But this is Invent Animate, Heavener. Number 2 is another band that holds a special place in my heart, and so much so that they actually thanked me in the credits for their CD booklet, which I think is awesome. This record did not disappoint. This is one of the bands that I've been pushing since the beginning of my channel, and I'm so glad that other people are noticing. This is my favorite metalcore record, my favorite hardcore record, my favorite post-hardcore record. The point is, it's really hard to pigeon this band's sound, and that's exactly why I love it. It is so heavy, it is so intense, but it's so creative with so many unique sounds that just speaks to me. As an old metalcore listener, it feels like it captures that old metalcore sound, both a new, just breath of fresh air. It's old metalcore done new, and it's so fucking sick. My number 2 goes to Johnny Booth, Moments Elsewhere.
I walk, face reflecting, stop from under now, fucking move, listen. My head is black, the light
My number 1 is obvious as hell. It's on everybody's list, and I know it's redundant for people that do not like this band. I totally get it. You're tired of hearing this band, and also, in a way, you kind of want to be a contrarian. You kind of want to have independent thinking, because that's how I used to be when it came to music. And it's with this album, I totally understand why people might not like it, but for me, this album has variety, but also has a good balance of the soft and heavy, which I always have loved. Basically, their music is what I envisioned, what I wanted to write for the longest time. I've always pictured like soft and with big heavy drops, big crescendos with beautiful vocals, but I can't sing or anything. So this band has taken what I wanted and put it onto a record. But not only that, this record is so good, not just musically, which a lot of people seem to connect with, but it's also the lore. It's the marketing. It's so much that I love about this band, right? When you have listened to their previous records and then listening to this record, you get fanfare. It's like the same thing when you're invested in a TV show or a movie series like Star Wars or like Game of Thrones. It's the same thing with this band and this album. I truly love everything about this album, from the music and from the aura surrounding it, from the visual aesthetics, and from just the emotions that I feel. I've already mentioned, I feel like a teenager listening to this album for the first time. And I also see, speaking of my teenager friends, they're getting back into metal through this record. And I truly think this is one of the most pioneering metal records of all time. This is going to change the direction of where metal music is going in the future. And you can argue, is this really metal? I know it's debatable, okay, but that's exactly why it's so good. It's pushing the conventions of what we think of metal music, and I absolutely adore it for that. My number one is easily, without a doubt, and it's obvious, and I don't care. I fucking love this record so much. It goes to Sleep Token, Take Me Back to Eden.
Lipstick, chemtrails, red flags, pin nails with one eye on the door, other eye on a You made me wish I could disappear.
Yeah, I'm passionate about this record, man. I really, really do like it, but I get it if it's not for you. But for me, it speaks to me on so many levels, man. But yeah, this year was insane for music. So many good albums to choose from. So please comment down below, spice up my life, guys. Comment your list. I love to see the varying opinions. There's a lot of people that really Sleep Token's not clicking with them, and I get it, but a lot of people are having Invent Animate as their number one. But this is my personal top 10 for a phenomenal year in music, way better than 2022, and it's the best year in music that I've heard in the past 5 years of doing my YouTube channel. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting the METALBIRB Awards. I truly appreciate every single one of you. Every comment, every like, every subscribe, and every view. You guys are helping the channel grow. In 2024, I plan to do big things for the channel. So thank you for sticking around and watching my content. But other than that, thank you for tuning in. Till next time. Peace. See you next year.